Hi, I'm Dawn. Welcome back to my channel. Let's get organized. Today we're going to talk about how to do a 52-week reading plan. And the reason that I came up with this is because I had a ton of books on my Kindle that I had gotten at a really reasonable price, so I went ahead and I bought them, and I have them on there. And then I also had a ton of paperback books and hardback books that I had received as gifts, that my sister had given me, that her book club had done, that my husband had bought for me, just books I got from various places. And then I also had the 12 reads for my book club through Paper and Glam. If you're looking for a book club, excellent book club, go check them out. And I'll link their information down below. So I had all of those that I needed to read this year because I wanted to clear out my Kindle, I wanted to clear out all of my hardback books, and I wanted to get my my books for the book club done. So I went through and I wrote down all the books, and it came up with exactly 52. I don't think I could do that again if I tried, but it came up to exactly 52. And so my goal was to read all these books and be able to move on to other books next year. So I needed to come up with a reading plan so I could get that done in my allotted time. Because I also committed to not buying any more books until I read everything that I have. And that's just hard because I'm a big fan of the books, and if there's a Kindle sale, I want to be a part of it. So I need to get through these books so I can buy some new books. So I came up with a reading plan for me. I took these books, I wrote them all down, and then I was able to put them into categories because it turns out I like books that are very much the same. So I had a self-help section, I had a Kindle section, I had a hardback paper book section, and then I just had like some biographies and some extra things like that. So I had a nonfiction section. So I went through and I tried to pair up certain books into certain months so that it wouldn't be that I was reading 3 books that were 500 pages one month and 3 books that were 100 pages the next. So I wanted to match them up that way. So I put them into these 4 categories, and then I made a table of the 4 categories. And as you can see, all of my books fall into those 4 categories. And on the side, I just have the 12 months of the year. And if you saw, each book has either a little P or a little K next to it, which probably seems crazy because I do have 2 categories that are called paperback and Kindle. But when I was putting these books into the computer program, I needed to know what they were, and I just didn't erase the P or the K when I put them in the table. So might seem redundant, but it was just easier at the time. So I had my 52 books. I broke them down into what I thought I could achieve in any given month, and I just plugged them into a table. And so I took all of my paperback and hardback books, and I actually stacked them up on top of a bookcase that we have upstairs that actually houses our DVDs and just little sit-abouts and pictures, things like that. So they're in 3 piles on top of my bookshelf, and they are all in order. So all I have to do when I get done with one paperback or hardback, I grab the next one and I keep it moving. So I know exactly which one I need to go to next. And I also keep my reading plan on the side of that bookshelf and a highlighter on the top of the bookshelf. And every time I complete one of my Kindle books or one of my paperbacks, I just highlight it and know that I'm done. So it keeps me on track for the month. I can just visually see what I've already completed, what I have yet to complete, and just grab the books off the top. And I tend to do a paperback and a Kindle at the same time, because I'll read the paperback during the day and then I read the Kindle at night so that I can use the little light on my Kindle and my husband can sleep while I'm reading. So that way I'm able to get 2 done at a time. So I wanted them to be very different. So generally, if I'm reading a self-help Kindle book, I'm reading a fiction paperback. Because if I was doing both, it's just a lot to keep track of. So I try and keep it light on one side, heavy on the other, as much as possible. So that's how I set up my reading plan for the year, and that's how I'm going to get through 52 books in 52 weeks. So if you have a goal of reading a certain number of books this year, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how many you're trying to get through. Let me know what kinds of books you're reading. I'd love to find out what the different people in our community are doing. And leave us a thumbs up. And if you're new to the community, subscribe down below. Stay around for a while because we'd love to have you. And I'll see you real soon.